Hi8 or Hi8? The Samsung SCL810 coming up on ThriftyAV. A while back at Goodwill, I picked up this Samsung SCL810 Hi8 camcorder, the power adapter for it, this camera bag. Now the battery on it, it didn't hold a charge, but that's to be expected. This camera came out in 2003, so it's a little bit old. There was also a tape inside it. I'll talk about that in a little while. Let's look at some of the features. Looking at the exterior of this, this easy Q button disables any kind of manual features and just turns everything automatic. It'll actually turn off the menu that allows you to manually adjust things. So if you want to manually adjust anything, you need to hit this custom button right here. Now this is an NTSC camera, but it does have PAL capability for AV output. So you can actually play an NTSC tape on a PAL TV using this camcorder. It has a 2.5-inch LCD screen, but it also has a black and white viewfinder here. This has a 22x optical zoom. That's what I consider important. Now all these camcorders brag about digital zoom, but any digital zooming I do in post-production, so I have that disabled. And on the top you have your tape controls, eject, pause, play, fast forward, rewind, stop. And this says light. It does have a light on here. Now this lithium-ion battery is long dead. I have it on here, but it really does not function. The eject for the battery is there. If I decide to use this regularly, I might get a new battery, but for now I'm going to power it through the DC input right here. Here's an S-video output. It also has an AV output here. It is tip ring sleeve with video and mono audio. Okay, here's the toggle switch between using this as a camera or a player, and this is the record button. The menu can be accessed right here, and it says Hi8. If I were to put a regular 8mm tape in here, it would not record in Hi8 mode. If I move this viewfinder up, you can see the menu item a little easier. If I hit it, here's my menu. To scroll up and down the menu, use the scroll wheel here. To select items in the menu, you hit the enter button. So the LCD adjust will adjust the brightness and the color of the LCD menu. Display, I usually leave this off. If I'm using the video output on this, either through the AV out or the S-video out, the display, if it's on, will also display menu items. I have white balance on auto. I'm going to play with that later. Okay, this custom set, that's custom settings. One of them is digital zoom. I leave that off. White balance is in the menu twice. I don't do date timestamps. I don't do titles. Program AE. Let's see what that is. Auto is where I normally leave it. Sports is a high shutter speed. Portrait is for shooting people. I don't know what spotlight is. Maybe someone can spotlight that for me. Sand, snow, that's self-explanatory. HSS is probably even a higher shutter speed than sports. DSE select off. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to go through sepia, black and white, negative, mirror, art, mosaic, 16:9, cinema when I take this camera outside. The separate button for the DSE is here, and you can toggle through all the different effects. When you hold down the fade button, you can fade to black, and you can fade up from black when you let it go in camera. If you're in a backlit environment, this BLC button can be helpful. Oh, and I mentioned the light earlier. Here it is. Looks like the color temperature is a little bit warm. Sony introduced Hi8 in 1990. It offered 400 lines of resolution, which was a considerable improvement over Video 8. Of course, this is a 2003 camera, so it's a lot newer than that, but it is still limited to 400 lines of resolution. So the video quality of this is not going to be HD, but let's take it outside and see how it looks. Hi8 cameras require Hi8 tapes, and these tapes used to be expensive. Notice the original price tag of $11.99 for this one tape. I'm going to go ahead and unseal it and load it into the Samsung. Right now I'm speaking into my Panasonic HCX1000. It's on autofocus, auto white balance, auto iris, and I'm speaking into a shotgun mic. I'm now speaking into the Samsung Hi8 camcorder. There's an angry bird chirping at me. I just started feeling some raindrops from the clouds. You might also hear some distant thunder. Everything's automatic, autofocus, auto white balance. There's some thunder. You're hearing that through the built-in microphone on the Samsung. This is what it looks like, and this is what it sounds like. Here are some of the effects that this camera has. I can do cinema, which creates black bars. This is not anamorphic widescreen. I can create a sepia tone. I can do black and white. I can do negative as well. I can do a mirror image, and it actually creates an interesting little kaleidoscope effect. This is called art. I'm not exactly sure what it's doing. This is mosaic. Creates an interesting mosaic effect. This is 16:9, and it looks like it's squeezing it in. I'm applying a horizontal stretch in post-production. There's a button called BLC for when images are backlit. This is BLC off. This is BLC on. There is a manual focus which can be controlled with the scroll wheel. I am manipulating it right now. Most of the time I'm going to leave it on autofocus, which it's on right now. I want to check out the different white balance setting on an overcast day. Right now it is set to auto. I've changed the white balance to outdoor to see how outdoor works on an overcast day. Rain's coming soon. I need to get back inside. When I bought this camcorder, there was a tape loaded in it. Now, I didn't have anything too personal, but there was a high school play and a high school graduation on it. So it's a good idea to remove your tape when you give away or sell your camcorder. Looks like I got back inside just in time. If you enjoyed this video or any other in the ThriftyAV series, please like and subscribe. Thank you to my patrons for supporting this channel, and remember, stay thrifty, everyone.